How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Snap Judgment League. We're in the top four. Tomorrow, possibly today, we're going to be covering the finals over on Glazer's channel at the Snap Judgment League. Glazer's going to join me for the commentary of these two games, but we're going to go over the deck list, just you and I. The first matchup we have today is Darth Tater versus JJ Rolk. Darth Tater playing a Pixie, Big Boys, kind of War Machine, Professor X type of a deck. Really interesting deck. I've seen different variations of it. This one running War Machine. Excited to see how it pans out. I've been a fan of the Professor X Cannonball type of a package. I actually did a video on a Cannonball deck a few days ago, but really a big fan of this deck. Just really quick, going over the play lines. You're looking to play Sunspot or Nebula on turn 1. Turn 2, you just want to get that early Pixie. Worth noting, this deck list is not playing a Mobius, and that's a little scary with Pixie. You can really get some horrible draws there, but choosing not to play Mobius here. Turn 2, also you can play Ravana, so you can get that turn 4 Professor X. Ravana is here to affect Professor X and Blob's cost, so you can get an early Blob. Also worth noting, if you have Infinite in hand, Blob is generally not going to get pretty big. Turn 3, looking to Magic to extend the game. Turn 4, you want a Professor X if you've already played the Ravana. Otherwise, you can play an early War Machine, but generally it's good to save War Machine for turn 5 or the turn before you want to play Infinite. And then turn 5, again, you can play War Machine, so you can get Infinite. You can skip to play She-Hulk and something else like a Cannonball. Got to adapt from this point on, but a pretty fun looking deck. Again, I've been giving Cannonball a pretty good chance, so I'm probably going to try this one out. But Darth Tater is playing against JJ Rolk, and JJ Rolk playing this on reveal list. I haven't seen a list like this in a really long time. I used to love the Black Panther, Arnim Zola, on reveal shenanigans. This one having a little Hazmat Luke Cage package. Also playing Grandmaster in this one, as well as Baron. So we're going to see if the Baron edition can take this deck, back to a competitive level. Really a big fan. I haven't played a list like this in a long time. I think it might struggle a bit against the lockdown nature, specifically the Professor X. Obviously with this deck, you're looking to Wong into Black Panther on turn 5, and then Arnim Zola to hit the Wong and the Black Panther to go to the other lanes. If one of those lanes is locked down, it nullifies the effectiveness of this. You're essentially losing the lane that Arnim Zola is in, and you're really relying on it jumping to the other two lanes. And if it's locked down with Professor X, you can't do that. Also, Professor X, if it hits the Black Panther, it'll stop you from being able to destroy it as well. So I think it's going to be a close matchup, but I do think it's going to be a little bit tough for JJ to win if Darth Tater is able to get this Professor X off. So let's get to the game, and then we're going to go over the next two decks and then the game, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, into the first game between Darth Tater and JJ Rolk. Glazer, how you doing? You weren't here for the intro.
I'm great. You should make sure you check out JJ Rolk on Twitch. He made the top 4 of this tournament. Phenomenal player, really cool person, has a cool draft software, and streams on Twitch.
Yeah, I think we covered one of his games in the first week or something.
We did. I don't know if it was the first, but it was definitely early on.
He has a glorious mustache.
Is this a Loki or a Mill deck as Rolk drops Cable? I guess you know, Yeti, because you covered these.
I haven't covered them yet. We're going in blind, so it's a
All
deck.
Right, fair enough. We can see what is either, I guess with Ravona, probably a War Machine deck on Darth Tater's side. Ooh, not playing Magic. Are we debating getting rid of Sinister London?
For some reason, I always like going for the Hail Mary Sinister London with Professor X. I don't think you can do it in this situation, but it's
you
really
can
fun.
If you had War Machine in hand.
Yeah.
There's Limbo hitting mid, as that will give space to work with, which was the consideration there, I would assume. Are we going Professor X? If so, it has to be in Limbo, because you have to assume your opponent's going to play in London, and you can lock him out of it. It is not. It is Central Park. Either way, if you assume your opponent's playing in London, this still makes sense, right?
Yeah, I think this is probably the smarter play because even if you lose the Professor X lane with London, you can get some good amount of power out with this cards in hand.
Well, yeah, I mean, you just sort of drop Blob in London and say, "Roar, Blob
Yep.
smash," because Blob will re-trigger in the second location, I believe, right? Even if it's above 15.
I think it hits one time, yeah.
Yeah.
It should.
Oh, here's a snap from what I believe was Tater.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about snap.
I mean, I don't hate it. All they played is Cable into turn 4. No turn 1 play, no turn.
Oh, looks like
Yep,
the
and they
Professor X
did not
snap
choose.
works.
Wow, great play. Great play. Although, in fairness, Professor X also would have.
Imagine if we went for the Professor X in London. Oh,
Yeah, that would have been bad. I mean, good, potentially, right? Like, it actually would have won the game. Yeah, that's fair.
do you drop Blob here or do you skip for the Infinite? Or no, I guess you're skipping next turn for Infinite.
I would skip for Infinite, yeah. There are 7 turns, so going Infinite into Blob, it seems like it's probably. Although you are obviously so dead to Shang-Chi in that case. What
That
the
is-
hell?
I
That's
remember
not
the
a card
deck
I
list now.
see. Okay. Well, I don't, so cool. We have the pass, what I assume is Infinite. But which is terrifying if there's a Shang-Chi though. Like genuinely terrifying.
Yeah, if you play Infinite and then he snaps back, you're retreating, right? Wait, did he just skip?
Yeah, he just passed again, so he can go Infinite She-Hulk or Blob She-Hulk without priority. I mean, Eliath has been nerfed, so it doesn't do anything to you unless you. I mean, Blob. It would kill Blob. But it doesn't do anything to Infinite and She-Hulk. Right? Like Eliath used to be why you couldn't do this.
Yeah. Are you confident that Infinite She-Hulk is big enough? If they're playing Black Panther, something like an Odin or something like that could be in the deck.
And Odin, I still think you beat. What would Odin put you at?
Another 16, so
Another.
25.
Well, yeah, another 16. So 25, which you do not beat. Yeah. Oh yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah,
30.
yeah.
You're dropping 30.
Yeah, I guess you're not too afraid of it. Yeah, I like the skip there. That's actually. I probably would have just dropped Infinite and prayed for no Shang-Chi.
Yeah, me too. But we didn't make the finals of the tournament, so what are you gonna do?
I didn't make it out of the bottom 3 in my pod, so.
Well, next season the pods will have a top 4 in them themselves. So if you lose the first one, there's still incentive to keep competing.
Perfect. So if I'm in the bottom 3, I'll still be in the same spot I am now.
Yeah, well, you gotta hope. But like,
Listen to
some
me.
people will.
And JJ retreats.
Realizing that the only reason to skip the second time is that She-Hulk, I assume. I also like the choice of Rock over Pixie, because why would you want one more power? That I don't.
Why?
It's just a mistake.
But he had Pixie down, didn't he?
I don't know.
I think he had it and swapped it out. I
Did
don't
he?
know.
No, I want the Rock. Damn it. Maybe there's a reason. We'll get told in the comment. All right, looks like we'll have a turn 2 Pixie.
Is this? Never mind.
What's up?
No
Ooh, good
spoilers.
second
Never
location.
mind.
Okay,
Pixie
I
turn
don't
2.
know.
Yeah.
You know things I don't like it.
I was going to talk
Here
about what we covered on your channel, but
Okay, yeah.
we haven't gotten there
Oh.
yet.
Yeah, we're not there. Cable again on turn 2. I don't know what JJ's deck is yet, and I'm very curious to find out.
I'm not going to tell you because I do remember the deck list now, and I just want you to
Yeah,
go
please
blind.
don't tell me. I'm very curious. Ooh, do we get rid of Castle Blackstone? You got to consider. Oh wow, is that a 1 cost Professor X?
Boy, do you Hail Mary it, or are you playing?
I mean, I'm
playing
magicking. Yeah, I don't really want Castle Blackstone to exist. I don't think.
I always Hail Mary.
So you can Hail Mary it largely because their own Ravona. Oh no, they've got your Ravona. There you go. So is that a 1 cost blob?
That is a 1 cost blob. That is.
No, and you've got War Machine in hand. I would. Jesus, I might blob because I got Zola.
I like blob
too
X
greedy?
mid and then War Machine turn 5. Infinite.
Yeah, okay, I could see it.
something.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. Uh,
Actually, maybe you blob Professor X into limbo, so you for sure get your turn 7. Unless
I
I have a
don't know
Legion.
if you
I
need
guess.
it. And the Professor X YOLO just wins. Mr. Jeff.
Oh yeah, I guess he's.
And now you've just got a blob She-Hulk play, which you could do if you wanted. I guess you probably play War Machine it. Yep. Oh no, you just pass. Okay. I mean, I guess that also works to play. There's a snap.
Wow, he is playing this so much different than I would. And
So I would almost certainly War Machine because if I'm just playing Infinite anyway at 6 extra.
yeah, I guess let's just play the next turn She-Hulk War Machine so you can play Infinite on 7.
I mean, you can play Infinite and Blob on 7.
That's right, the blob is 1. Yeah, I think She-Hulk War Machine here.
Makes sense to me. This looks like a mill deck that just runs a Panther. I don't know what the Panther is still.
It's fun watching
I
you try to
assume
figure this out.
I assume it's like a Panther Zolda thing with a mill package, but I don't know.
I don't know. It's something. The viewers know.
Damn it, viewers, tell me. All right.
Oh,
There's Zemo as
that
expected.
is a Zemo. That is going to be an effective cannonball. If he wants to go the cannonball route.
I mean, he does not, because he just wins the game automatically. Not doing.
But that's not fun.
Yeah, it's the semifinals.
Okay.
I would just drop Infinite left and Blob mid.
Blob mid, yeah. Okay, that makes much more sense. But cannonball.
You can do Cannonball left and Blob mid. Cannonball left also guarantees a win.
No. Cannonball right. Destroy.
Oh, right. Okay.
This is why I didn't make it out of my pod.
Clearly. Like, what's the most fun play? Not what wins. You could make that play, Tater. That feels like the right play.
Yeah, Infinite left, Blob mid is just the obvious correct play, right? I don't think there's anything you're worried about.
Yeah, I think it's just safer too
Yeah.
than doing the vice versa and having Blob somehow. Well, I mean, I guess Blob has to have 7, right? There is an Ebony Maw in that deck, so you're guaranteed to win if you play 2. None of that stuff can move.
Oh,
Decides to go. No. Stop teasing me.
Oh, he doesn't play the Blob.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe he forgot the War Machine.
Because he ran out of time.
Wait, does he lose?
No. Yes, loses by not playing Blob mid.
No Blob. Wow.
That's a rough loss. If he loses this, you can look back right at that and go, that's what beat me.
The surprise hazmat.
Why is Black Panther in a hazmat? Because Wong and Zola are here? I'm so low. Because it's a way to like go, I don't know.
Maybe
you go
that's the goal of the
hazmat.
deck.
You go hazmat, Luke, Wong, Panther, Odin.
If he's running Odin.
I have to assume at this point there's an Odin in the list.
Need to get your reaction looking at the deck list.
Look, I think I've got the list now.
I don't know, man.
Although, here's a Nebula naked.
Do you ever play Nebula in I don't know how to say that, John time?
No, they were. If you didn't see the Luke, maybe.
Yeah. I experimented with playing Nebula in there in some matchups, and it just doesn't seem that great. Doesn't scale fast enough to matter.
Yeah, you just get like 4 or 5 power there.
Yeah.
And they're just like, all right, I played one thing at the end of the game and I beat it.
It sounds like a good play. Like, oh, I'm gonna force him to play here, and it doesn't work. That is an early hazmat.
And yeah, because you drop it, then you drop Luke, Wong, Panther, Odin. Panther wins the one lane. You're hoping that the thing wins the other.
That is fair.
Here, let's get rid of Jotunheim, which can only hurt you and benefit your opponent. Is that how much does that maul cost?
4.
Okay, so
Useless. I mean, to be fair, 4/7 is not the worst thing in the world.
neither is getting that Sunspot out of that deck, because that Sunspot probably didn't cost 1.
Right. Turn 4.
Oh,
No
Infinite
plays.
has shuffled with himself or with. I really wish that I don't care if they can shuffle with other 6s. They should be.
Yeah. Wait, they can
Oh,
shuffle themselves? Oh, pulling a flop.
yes,
Wait, did
but
that
they
destroy
ate
the
their whole
entire
deck,
deck?
and now they're dead. So that seems bad. And now we know what's in the deck. It's a Grandmaster deck.
Grandmaster, there was a Zola, and then something else. I don't remember.
This seems like a really good time to War Machine, but maybe I'm crazy. Oh, a Professor X. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense too.
But you snap that. Okay.
But if they Panther, you're still in good shape.
Yeah, I mean,
Both players are playing this really well.
War
Except,
Machine.
for JJ says bye, I have no deck. Both players are playing this really well, except that Blob could have made this be basically over.
Yeah, I mean, JJ would have been at, what, 3?
Wait,
You're over here.
Oh,
It's got your notifications turned on.
yeah. Thanks, Tater. Appreciate you.
That's awesome.
Uh,
So we have a Nebula. Obviously, turn 2 Pixie, I assume?
Yeah. I like turn 2 Pixie most of the time.
Is this an Android phone? I've never seen notifications like that. I'm an iPhone pleb.
I am a Google Pixel person, but I have had notifications for 1,000 years.
That's fair. I need to turn mine off. I just have like 100 notifications at all times.
Fair enough. Here's a lovely Pixie.
What else does Ravana hit here? She hits Blob and Professor X.
Yep, that's it.
Anything else? Just those 2? I guess that's all you need.
Yeah, I mean, Blob and Professor X, and then you just throw Ravona into Ant-Man, right? Say sure, I'll have 6 power Ravona. There's nothing to hit with it right now, but oh, here's Cable.
Got an awkward hand here.
Yes. Oh, one draw could change things, right?
Not
That's
that
not
one.
the one you want. And you don't really want War Machine here. This might be I mean, I guess you could pass War Machine She-Hulk. It seems like it's probably good.
Yeah, that's the play here. I don't like that.
And they got the extra energy. That's rough.
Because now you don't have any play.
What? That doesn't work.
That's interesting.
I don't know what that thought was there. Here's a Chuck X in Slushy's lab.
All right. This is tough. I would have liked to skip last turn into War.
Yeah, I would have given many more options. Because then you could have She-Hulk and Professor X all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, saying let's go. No, saying let's not go. Saying let's go. Saying let's not go. The thing is, you can win mid so easily that there's no reason to run. Like that Absorbing Man play mid really hurts.
Ooh, what's going into Shuri's lab? Can't be too big.
Well, looks like we're going to 7, which is going to be game.
Yeah.
Unless, like, something goes terribly wrong, right?
Oh, that's a big...
Yeah. That'll end that lane. And now you pass, right?
Yeah, pass.
Because She-Hulk is very likely to win,
You snap here if you're JJ?
No, because you basically given up mid. You've won left, but you've given up mid, and you don't know that he doesn't have Jeff. But I don't think he has Jeff.
Yeah, I don't think he's running Jeff. And yeah, I guess you're unsure.
But you have to assume he is, right? Like, unless your deck tracker's telling you. Whew. Yeah, sweaty Tater.
JJ's thinking. Yeah, you gotta be afraid of the Jeff and just assume it is lost.
He is snapping though. Retreat. Well, you don't have to retreat later when it's snap. So he can't retreat. That's a good habit to be in, regardless.
Yeah, the only time I retreat now is when I'm furious of what just happened. JJ's picking up some ground here. Man, if Tater played that blob middle.
If Tater played that blob middle, this is a whole different game.
Yep.
Rolk is very favored at this point. And that's a lot of expensive cards early, not what you want to see going into. That's
even
the
more
whole top end except blob.
Top deck blob. That took a while to come up. Ooh.
Here's Revolver. That's pretty good.
Yep. Not mad about that. At least you get to throw down something.
Yeah. Debating on where, seemingly. Probably play Ravona left because you just can't afford to lose it at this point if there's any silly shenanigans. Cable every game.
Yeah.
I think Cable needs to show what he steals. Hi, puppy.
That's not fun.
Oh, there's a Nebula right, which is probably going to lead to Professor X right. Especially because Lake Hellas.
Yeah, I like the just drop Professor X into Hellas. Hope you're well.
Oh no, not anymore. Although that is decent news in and of itself.
I will mute my dog.
It's okay. Leave your dog alone. He's a good puppy. Likely She-Hulk here? She-Hulk blob cannonball.
Yeah, I don't think you can go ballsy with Professor X, especially after seeing Hazmat and then not having a War Machine in hand.
I mean, cannonball into Lake Hellas is fuck. Just be like, by the way, you can't play here.
Yeah.
Where? I don't know. I don't care. Somewhere.
Just
although She-Hulk there just wins that lane, right?
Just taking it, yeah. Ooh.
It's okay. That's what Cannonball's for.
Oh, yeah, I guess Cannonball solves that problem immediately.
Probably Blob left.
I was thinking, do you ever Professor X?
Oh, Blob. I might Blob mid, actually. I'd Blob mid Cannonball. Mid, probably. Which is high risk, but probably what I would do, assuming that we're going to see a Panther Zola.
Can you see if you click on your opponent's blob, does it show what it destroyed?
It does.
Oh, interesting. So he is aware that he's playing Zola in this deck. I mean, probably assume. Interesting, Black Panther, but I don't know. I'd probably just Professor X mid, but that's probably not the correct play.
And Professor X mid guarantees a loss there, but it might just be a win overall, because what the hell does your opponent do to you at that point? They get one lane to play in.
Yeah.
Just says Cannonball immediately without priority, so it can punch away that Panther.
Giant Black Panther.
Yeah, go elsewhere, a giant Black Panther. But like, now what do you do?
It's just
I mean, blob and Sunspot, but where are you blobbing?
probably just blob mid. And then
Blob
Sunspot
mid
right.
to give yourself the chance. Yeah, and they've got a 50-50 Zola. I mean, so if that hits the Panther, you lose, but you're staying in for that 50.
Yeah, you have to, right? I don't know. It's a lot of...
Look, Mr. Math, you stay in for the 50-50.
You stay in for the 50-50, like in a vacuum on ladder. But when you're playing for...
you know what you actually do? You Professor X left.
That is committing that he is playing Zola.
Yep. I'm committing. That's what I would do.
That's fair.
And I'd probably just play Sunspot mid.
Yeah,
One
that's fair
extra
because
power.
if he plays Hazmat, you're losing regardless.
Yep, exactly.
So
Well, he can't. He'd have to play Hazmat and Luke. So it doesn't beat
Yeah.
you without both. Right? So, like, fine. If you got it, you got it. Yep, that's the play I would make.
Smart. Oh, what is that?
It's Zola and Wong, I believe. Oh, Doom. Doesn't. Doom wins, right?
That'll do it.
Yeah, I didn't expect a Doom at all. Blob wouldn't have beat that either.
Wow. Darth Tater down to his last health.
Wow.
Health cube? What do you like to call it?
Chance.
There you go. He's got a very steep uphill battle.
Yeah. Gonna have to win 3 in a row? 4 in a row. Or go home.
Yep.
Win or go home, Mr. Tater. Here comes the Renslayer.
I assume you're playing Magic?
Yeah, Magic. Probably in Strange. Oh, nope. Probably in Kiln. Definitely what I said is Kiln, right?
Ooh, or are you playing an early Pixie? Nope. Just playing
Oh,
Magic.
you are going to say... How are you winning Kiln?
That's a good question.
That could hit like Infinite.
Infinite? Oh.
War Machine is a good way to... I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't help this round.
Nebula doesn't do shit there, so it's going to have to be like Professor X. Yep.
I kind of like the Professor X mid play.
I like it mid more too.
And then...
Because you can blob on 5 and they can't do anything about it.
Yep. And you assume he's playing into...
Something into Kiln, yeah.
Yeah.
And if he's not, he's playing into Vault, right?
Yeah.
I like X mid. Nebula right does nothing.
Yeah, I like the Professor X mid. I mean, I guess you can technically still lose mid with a Wong Hazmat, but
Decides to go left. Here comes a Zemo. Zemo gets Sunspot. The lost lane is lost. Which means you're going to have to go over the top. Which means Blob. We know there's no Shang at this point. So we're fine just slamming Blob. It's amazing how much that Tater is losing this because he forgot to play Blob that way.
It's actually, what is that, a four chance swing? It would have been 5-3 at the moment.
Here's a Wong Panther, seemingly.
Yeah. And a Hazmat gets you to tie and vault, so that's a little scary.
Yeah, but you can't Panther Hazmat.
Oh, he's got 2 turns.
Oh yeah, that's true. Right, here's a free shield for the last turn.
Did that eat his whole deck? No.
Would?
Infinite.
No, he just drew them all, right?
Oh,
He probably ate Infinite if he's at 20 power.
What's the 8 power that he ate?
Good question.
I have no idea.
Gotta be a combo of stuff. Here's a Luke, which means we're about to see a Wong, which means we're going to tie breaks, but feels a reason. So I wouldn't play Nebula on the assumption that that's going to be like -3 power.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you pass on playing Nebula, but I think you're tall enough here that you're
fine
fairly
either way.
Confident that you're going to win.
So unless it's Absorbing Man too.
Hazmat Absorbing Man would lose. That's not a Hazmat.
Nope.
That is not big enough.
No, it is not. 2 down as Tater survives.
Needs to win 3 more in a row.
I wonder if Darth Tater has kids. You know what they would call them?
Hit me.
Darth Tater's tots.
Gunny had a joke. I said something was intense, and he said just like camping, and it went well over my head. And then I got
I
it
don't get
about
it.
10 seconds later.
Wait.
Intense. You sleep intense when you're
Oh,
camping.
intense. God.
It went so far over my head. I did like a. People can go back and find it. I did like a chuckle, and then it took me about 10 seconds to realize what he was talking about. It was too late.
Shout out while we're here to Obehave, the king of.
Turn 1 Sunspot. Turn 2 Ravana.
Yeah, nice and easy, unless you draw whatchamacallit. Nope, just Ravona. I don't hate Nebula Mohammed.
Yeah, it's not bad. You kind of guarantee yourself that extra energy for at least a.
Now I really
Yeah.
don't hate Nebula Mohammed. Just say plus 12 power and you have to really commit there. Nope, not doing it. Doing it left. Okay.
Why?
This is I'm gonna take that power, but sure. Because it's a growing lane. You got Sunspot and Infinite, so it's likely clears out a Pixie, which Rolk does not really want.
Yeah. Oh well, there you go.
Wow. Okay, so Professor X, right? I guess. No, you pass.
Terrifying.
No, you pass because then you have a She-Hulk and Professor X next turn.
Yeah, that's the move. Or
you can just drop the She-Hulk now and try and get all the energy. You can't play it there.
He can't.
I don't like Professor X. Right?
I wouldn't have liked it even if he could play it left. Professor X right is terrifying.
Yeah, that's just
really
a lost location. Although a lost location that really helps, right?
Yeah, locking down a Panther from being Zoled is.
And he has nothing that's getting to 16. So like that left lane is one too.
Well, there you go.
Here's War Machine, so you just win.
Yep.
War Machine into Infinite. Yep. Oh, passes. What the? I don't understand.
Oh, that's that.
Saying I'm gonna go free Infinite She-Hulk. That's too big for you.
Yeah, but so is just an Infinite, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, choose your way to win is what I assume.
I mean, maybe he's concerned that Rolk can put out 17 power and left. I don't know. That doesn't really solve that problem.
It doesn't solve that problem. Yeah, and it'd have to be more than 17, right? Because you're adding 6 more, so 23 power to left.
Yeah.
That's another reason to do this, though. You make left insurmountable. There's nothing hitting 23, right? Here's a Glad. Glad it's Cannonball.
Well, that might hit 23 now.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Oh boy.
That's terrifying.
Oh man.
You do the thing, right? Like you got no choice.
Yep.
You're still getting some extra energy, thankfully, on it. Do you have to beat 25? He has nothing. Wait, what? I don't get it. Help me. Oh, he's putting an extra 8 left too.
Ah. Smart.
Because he knows what's in his.
Actually, big brain. I hope that extra power makes a difference. It should. If you're Rolk, you're playing for left, right?
I mean, we know like the top end is doomed. There's nothing threatening.
But yeah, I guess so.
Right, like there's no big power thing outside of Panther that we've seen at this point. So like there's no way to win.
Zola mid hits the Zemo. That pulls.
Zemo gets blob.
Yeah, that blob won't
it's like a 7 power blob though, right?
Yeah, it won't be pretty big. That big. I mean, you haven't seen Infinite come down, so maybe that's your play. You're hoping to Zemo the Infinite out.
Yeah.
Nope.
Here we go. As it was the right play, it looks like. Use a Wong and a Doom. Doom doesn't matter.
Not.
The pass wins. Would have won either way though, because they were 2 extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big brain play. I do
Really
like that.
play.
I like the skip. I would have just dumped everything mid and not thought twice about it.
Mhm.
Then-
Look, I would have played the War Machine play would have lost, right?
Oh, it would have.
Pretty clear Sunspot, likely in an unseen location here. Oh no, playing Sunspot the safe place.
Do you like playing
Yes,
blind?
I do.
Hmm.
Goodbye
Lights
to
there.
Nebula. It's fine.
No lights anymore. Oh well.
As long as we're still recording, though, right?
Yeah. Yondu hits Ravana.
Wow.
Ravana. I'm really bad at names. If that hasn't been
Ravona.
clear.
Ravona, I believe. Here is those locations are revealing slow. Gotta love how the game's optimized on Android. Here's a pixie making you feel better about what happened.
Oh, going for
And taking a draw right away.
Yep. With the
War
War
Machine already at hand. Yeah. Oop. Wow, and the pixie. Hey, thanks.
Yep. I think best case scenario.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to have to play Magic. It's not great stats. Well, do I have the answer for you? That's an easy pass, right? Got Sunspot out. You don't even feel bad.
Yeah, I think so.
Going War Machine now, I don't understand.
I feel
There's
like
gotta be a reason.
he hasn't
What is
used
it?
his War Machine to its fullest potential in these last games.
Agreed.
Then again, if he did it last game, he would have
Gladiator.
lost.
Gladiator's got to hit something big at this point. Yeah. There's like nothing small in the deck. Well, suddenly there's no punish. Professor X, right? Into limbo because you assume he's going into the. Yep.
I guess you can assume he's playing Vault. It's still scary.
Although he does have 7 turns, so he doesn't. It's just left is so likely.
I feel like I would have Professor X left.
Well, because he's also going to Wong Limbo if he's going to. Because that makes Doombot's 8 power.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I think I would have Professor X left and then try to bank on a Cannonball Blob winning me, right? Hazmat.
Luke.
Wait,
Right, is one.
Now what?
Because now you play Blob and Cannonball. Or She-Hulk and Cannonball, just passing. Right, there's nothing big in the deck anymore because of the Blob is not great in this matchup because of all the mill.
Yeah.
Really
once your Infinite's played, Blob is borderline useless.
Sorry, I need to readjust and they're still.
Yeah. And it's just Cannonball, She-Hulk mid. I guess it depends on what they play left.
I would Cannonball mid and then probably just She-Hulk. On the assumption that I'm just winning mid on Cannonball. Depending on what is left.
Doom.
Yeah, okay, fine, both mid. They ain't getting the 18 mid. Another Blob and Ball. Sorry, She-Hulk and Ball. Hulk and Ball.
Yeah, and you're probably hitting like a Black Panther that comes out or something.
Yeah. Well, you don't have Prio, so yeah, you're set. Boom, boom. That's it. Yep. Nice and easy. And we'll be going to a last game. What the? Copies the Doom, and now it's going to blow up a Doombot, and so. She-Hulk. Cannonball.
Cannonball's so satisfying.
Rock. Boop.
I also rarely destroy things when I play Cannonball. But
Yep, me too.
Wins lanes.
Not the point.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lane winner. It's really hard to win a lane that you've subtracted their highest power in. especially once you have White Widow in a couple days tomorrow.
The last game of the match.
Wow, all the
Tater
way
has
back.
come Wow.
All the way back. Can he complete the epic comeback? Getting rid of Nebula does not.
He could have already won if he played blob middle. Just saying. Just want
It's
to rub
fair.
that
It
one.
would be over. It would be over. Tater's gonna sit there and be like cursing you out. Right? Like,
Everyone in the
bring it up. I
comments,
know.
make sure you let Tater know that he should play blob middle.
If Tater loses, if Tater wins, are we keeping? I guess we keep Superflow, right? Superflow only benefits Tater. That's a really great location for him.
Yeah, if Tater
not choosing to get rid of sewer system is wild against a. What? Atticus, chill out. Sorry.
Yeah, that is
all worked up.
That is weird. I guess you're assuming.
You just don't want them to have the extra energy.
Yeah. Yeah, if Tater wins this one, it's just extended BM. The not playing blob middle. Absorbing Man, the Yondu.
If that's the only play you got.
Not the
but
ideal play.
You're perfectly happy to take Sunspot. Getting rid of the low cost stuff. This is exactly what matters. Because getting rid of that low cost stuff is like, I don't know. War Machine into Infinite seemed.
Oh boy.
Am I crazy? 'Cause I don't want to blob and have no deck.
Do you
I
pass?
guess we're blobbing and having no deck.
You pass this turn, and then War Machine She-Hulk next turn into an Infinite.
Looks like we're just going blob.
That is-
There's still a deck. While there's still a deck, let's play a blob. Nope.
Did he undo?
Not
Dragon
riding
Bandit
with the
and-
blob. Blob has been bad in this match. Blob and Yondu have been bad in this match. Comfortable.
Yeah.
Although I guess Blob is suddenly beast. What
No,
was that? What's Blob's power?
9?
Barely
Still
anything.
bad.
And that means the deck is empty.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Draw no cards the rest of the game. Good luck. Gotta be a War Machine now, right?
You don't-
Pass into War Machine.
She-Hulk.
I don't know.
Yeah, I like the pass into War Machine She-Hulk.
Okay.
And then you can either Cannonball or Infinite last turn.
Yeah, it's just I really didn't like that Blob play. I think it's
Yeah.
Blob is yeah, for a card that used to be so broken, he sure is fair now.
The other alternative here is playing Cannonball on that Absorbing Man and trying to hit it into like Superflow or fill up Limbo or something.
Yeah.
Then you can skip next turn, Infinite She-Hulk.
Given the Panther shenanigans, I don't think I'm comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
Like you want them to have things in lanes so that they're limited in where they can.
See what JJ plays.
Pong.
Oh boy. I mean, that's just
Asma.
saying Doctor Doom is coming. Why wouldn't he play that in the Wong lane? Oh, maybe it's gonna be a Black Panther.
Zola.
Zola.
Panther Zola. Which is to say, now we can do She-Hulk Infinite and then save Cannonball for last turn. Seems good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a win here. You have to assume Panther's coming down.
Infinite.
I think I like
She-Hulk.
the other way around.
Nah, you just want to lock one up so Cannonball. You want to be so big that nothing's so big.
Yeah.
Here's the Panther. Are we going to get finally the Panther Zola after all?
Gotta
Spoiler.
be the-
No, we are not. Cannonball. Nice.
I mean, this is-
slams that Cannonball for the win.
This is the game, right? I mean, unless
I mean, it just wins, right? Like
if he
I
doesn't play
believe
Zola
Cannonball's-
and he just plays in sewer system, and
Doom
then
would
that
win.
Panther gets hit left. No, that's still
Doom
not enough.
into Superflow would win. No, Doom and Super wouldn't. That'd be 7 there. And killed Panther.
Yeah, I don't think any play wins here.
Wow, the huge comeback from the Tater.
Massive.
Maybe not the huge comeback. Wait, what are we doing?
This shouldn't even be a second thought here.
Tater saying if I'm gonna go down, I want to think it through though.
Right, big brain play.
A single Shang-Chi could have changed this matchup so much, right?
It really could have.
won one shot.
JJ knows he's going to play Cannonball, plays his Arnim Zola middle, hits the Black Panther after getting booted.
Yeah, that seems likely. Here we go.
That is 2 cards. It could be. Nope. I
Wow.
don't think there's any.
What's interesting here is if that Panther went mid, Tater would have lost.
Wow. Also, why do you play the Zemo Gladiator in the same lane as a Panther? Why wouldn't you play Zemo?
Because you were assuming the cannonball. You know there's no cannonball in blobs, so they had.
Yeah.
So you were, if they knock Panther mid, you just win.
Yep. Ooh.
All right.
That was
Great games.
That was a fantastic game. All right, we'll get on to, well, I will cover the next couple decks, and then we're going to get on to the next game. And the next matchup is between Slushy Death and Looping Moon. Slushy Death playing this Darkhawk Annihilus list. I believe this deck was by Ika. We've covered decks by him before in the past. The more interesting cards to me in this list are Scarlet Witch and Cosmo. Scarlet Witch really effective at turning things off like Limbo. There are a lot of magics going around, so really effective at countering that. And then Cosmo, I think, just also really effective in the meta. Cosmo also helps you turn off the Sentry if you don't have Annihilus in hand. So opens up a lot of lines, and then Armor is there to just protect your other cards. Another interesting take on this. Playing Call, playing Scar. I don't know if a lot of the Darkhawk Annihilus lists play Scar in this sort of fashion, but interesting list. I'm also going to give this a shot, and if I do like it, I'll be making a video on it in the next few days. But Slushy Death playing against Looping Moon, and unfortunately for Looping Moon, playing a Hobgoblin, Green Goblin deck, which is just not very effective against Annihilus. I think it's gonna be a struggle for Looping Moon. Also playing that Professor X Cannonball kind of a list. The goal obviously here is to clog up your opponent's side of the board with some goblins, lock down something with a Professor X, play a Cannonball to boot things over, to destroy things, and just play that kind of a game. You have Red Hulk to get as big as possible as well if you need to play something tall. And then the notable card here is Rescue. I don't know if I've seen Rescue in a competitive deck in a long time, but this is what Looping Moon is playing. I think this is going to be a challenge for him playing against an Annihilus list with those goblins. So we'll see how it pans out. Let's get to the game, and I'll just wrap it up here. As usual, if you love all things Marvel Snap, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see you in the next one. The second game of our Final Four is between Slush Death and Looping Moon. Glazer, who do you think has the advantage in this matchup?
I don't know. We'll see what the hell they're playing.
That's fair.
You did that stuff without me, my friend.
That's right.
I think so. Looping Moon has been really, really dominant in this whole tournament, but he also just spent a week getting ready for finals.
Ooh.
Asteroid M is also a location that does not immediately favor Slush Death right now, since there appear to be a lot of 4s in the hand. Although Scar is pretty good with
Yeah.
Is there a Shang-Chi? You know this. Ooh, but Daredevil, I generally assume there is no Shang-Chi. Is there a Shang-Chi in Looping Moon? A TVA means it doesn't fucking matter.
Is that a snap? Oh boy.
That's a snap from Looping Moon, but Scarlet Witch says, I don't want to deal with your bullshit. Thanks though. Thanks, but no thanks. Let's have a game.
That snap kind of says possible.
No, that snap says
right?
No, that snap says I'm way ahead and it's TVA.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter.
I don't know why I'm
Here,
watching
have
the
a-
other screen. Okay.
Looks like we'll get a Cull Obsidian likely into Asteroid M here. And that Darkhawk will make a free Scar to end the game. Unless there's a Shang. Here's a Goblin.
Goblin.
No, that's red, sir. And the
Red
most
is
useful of
Goblin.
all stones, the Power Stone. I would assume we're just seeing Darkhawk here.
Over the Sentry play with. Oh, I guess you're not playing an Isle. Well,
I mean, you could play Sentry and like
Nihilus Scar.
Space Stone, and then you could Nihilus Scar. I'd probably just drop Dark.
I like it middle.
Yeah, I would Darkhawk mid too. Although if you have a Shang, oh, they have Prio, so I guess not. They'd have to do it last turn. And you still do have that free Scar.
Yeah, like this. I guess if you do the
Oh,
Sentry
no.
play,
You're revealing first. Yeah, Shang would be bad here. Like if they just drop a Shang mid now.
Yeah, but how many times are you dropping Shang on turn 5?
With Daredevil?
Over the last. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Like with Daredevil, like now I would be Shanging.
That's fair.
I would just be like, all right, so that's an easy one. Let's go. Boop. Here is. Well, that lane is very lost, so that changes the Shang place. Although you have an Nihilus in hand, so you can play Scar and an Nihilus and win. Yeah, that's a game.
I wait this out and snap back, right?
Yeah,
that's what
you take like an hour and then snap back. Yes.
Wonder if he ends turn early or if he's thinking about snapping. He masked over it.
Wants to keep him for the 4, I think. Yeah, I don't think you snap back. I think you keep him for 4.
I don't know. He doesn't know you're playing a Nihilus. You haven't shown any indication that you're playing a Nihilus deck. He has.
There's the snap back.
Pretty confident in the Asteroid. I mean, maybe the Darkhawk, but Darkhawk could be any deck.
Darkhawk is semi-exclusively with a Nihilus now. I don't know why, but it has been like recent vintage.
Yeah,
I mean, you certainly don't expect a free Scar too. So this Nihilus with this hood is 6 energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
For that's 11, 14, 20 power.
Yeah, it's insane. And
then you still have the free Scar.
I like the Nihilus mid instead of right, but I guess it works just fine.
Doesn't. Yeah, you're just trying to make sure. You have to assume they're not playing left, right? Like
he did snap back, right? This is for 8. Okay.
He did. This is 8. So this is it. That's
oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And now you're pretty happy you played that Nihilus there.
Yeah. All right, well. That might have been the biggest Nihilus I've ever seen.
I mean, every Nihilus with a Sentry is similar power, right? That's 16. Sentry and Hood is 19 power.
This one effectively was like, hey, your turn 3 and turn 5, they didn't exist.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's very fair. Not only do they not exist, they just help me.
Yep.
I snap fairly aggressive at this point.
Oh boy.
Oh, TVA. Maybe I don't snap fairly aggressively. I like that in Hala.
Yeah. And then playing Darkhawk this turn?
Well, Darkhawk is 5. So.
I mean, not Darkhawk, Cosmo. I don't know why I said Darkhawk.
Does that change things? That may change. Nope, I play Scarlet Witch.
Oh, yeah, that'll.
Scarlet Witch and Demon. TVA. Not dealing with your bullshit. Let's play a game. I'm favored.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, Demon and Scarlet Witch, and we just say, I would snap. Snap.
Just get those cubes in.
Yeah, say if you already beat me or don't. Oh, I Korg. Very, very not great Red Guardian there. Cool to see Red Guardian, though, in the top 4. Ooh. Double Asteroid M, double TVA. You'll love to. Right? Like
Scarlet Witch has been very useful.
I might play Call into Hala on the assumption they're going to. You've got the free Scar again. No, you don't. You got a 2-call Scar.
Yeah, this is going to be.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Asteroid M, right.
I always forget about Asteroid M.
Me too. I make very bad Asteroid M play. So it is worth remembering that Mojo will be the next play for Rescue of all cards to appear in the top 4 to appear.
Definitely did not expect a Rescue.
Hi, puppy. nice simple Darkhawk play. I like Nico, but not enough to not play Darkhawk.
You like
Darkhawk
Darkhawk
will stay in Mojo World.
mid? I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You want to get to 4 there, and you still have a 2-cost Scar that can potentially solo Hala.
Well, that is
Oh,
full of
filling.
mojo.
Well, although Asteroid M means likely one of those will move. And Jeff means it doesn't matter. And Cosmo is now just a 3/3 puppy.
Oh, none of them are. Well,
Gyarados.
Jeff can't move you.
Well, that's just a lost lane, though, right? I mean, I guess.
Yeah, Jeff.
Oh.
I like. Oh, I don't know what I like.
I like that, yes. Then I would just play Nico. Yep. And you have no choice. That's going to go. Actually, does that count as 0? Does Asteroid M move that? I have no.
I don't know. It should be a 0-cost card, right?
Yeah.
Is this the last turn of the match?
I think so, right? Like, I think so.
Yeah.
Sure looks like it.
Tough game. Or is that Looping Moon?
I mean, Looping Moon made it to the finals to get face slammed by a 0-cost Scar.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to do it. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe it will. No, it's not.
Well,
Mm,
GG, that was a quick one.
battle. Yeah, I mean,
Also, what is Looping Moon supposed to do? He's playing a Goblin deck against an Annihilus.
yeah, yeah. Yeesh.
Dang.
I mean, much yeesh.
Well, that's the top 4 covered over here. We're going to be covering the finals between Slush Death and the Darth Tater.
Tater?
I
Darth
remembered
Tater.
that because of your tots
Of
joke
the
earlier.
tots.
Yeah. But we're going to be covering the finals over on Glazer's channel, so make sure you go check that out. I think this is coming out the day before his. Could be coming out the same morning, but I'm hopefully going to get it out the night of. Anyways,
No one mine will be out.
that being said, everyone watching here probably already follows Glazer, but go over and check it out if you haven't.
Hey, but also sub here. Make sure you're subbed. Like, if you're not subbed, ring that notification bell.
I am going to be trying to be a little more consistent with.
If he doesn't make a schedule, I'm traveling to fighting him. And I'm not strong, so he's going to hurt me real bad, but like...
We'll see. We'll be sure to record it if that happens.
Yeah. World
Anyways,
star!
thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out his channel. And we're going to be covering the next week's. There's a tournament going on next Saturday. We're going to be covering games for that as well. If you want details, go check out his channel. We go over it in detail.
$1,000 in prizes, friend. $1,000.
Insane. And everyone can enter, right?
Free.
So what you're saying is it's free to have a chance at $1,000?
I mean, not 1,000, because like it's $1,000 in prizes, but free for a chance that I think like
Counts.
a single person can end up winning somewhere between 5 and 6, something like that.
Yeah. And if you're already playing Marvel Snap on a Saturday, why not?
Might as well try and make money, right? Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining, and see you guys in the next one.